Yeah. Get the bag like a trash man. Young nigga with the fat bands. Hit a nigga with the backhand if you playing around with
Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Diamond Perry. If you are new to my channel, y'all don't have to excuse that nail. But also, you guys are gonna hear the camera in the background. I'm sorry about the noise, but gotta get it done. So I'm gonna get right into it. Today's video is about what I learned my first year of college. And like I always say, I do post on like my Instagram. So if y'all don't follow me, y'all should follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is _LOVIN Diamond, DIAMOND. So Loving Diamond without the G. But anyway, so I was like, okay, so do you guys want what I learned the first year of school, or it was some other topic? I honestly don't remember. But like I said, today's video is going to be about things that I learned the first year. And if y'all want me to go a little more into detail on anything, just let me know. So if you do not know, I go to the University of West Alabama, and that's in Alabama, but it's in Livingston, Alabama. And I am currently a sophomore. Well, I'm about to be a sophomore. School starts in 3 weeks. So I will be going back. But this video is just going to be like telling you all what I learned my first year. And honestly, I learned a lot. Like, when I say a lot, like, I really learned a lot. So I brought my iPad out, and it's just going to be helping me because I already jotted down some of the things that I learned, so this video won't be so random. But so my first thing that I learned is everybody isn't your friend, but you'll honestly meet some of your best friends. Like, I feel like you should know that before college, that everybody isn't your friend. But once you go to college, like, you really realize that these people, some of these people are really not for you. Like, they pretend to be your friend, but then they're talking behind you, behind your back. Or you realize that you might have somebody and they telling you all these folks' business. Then they go back and they friends with them, or they linking with them. And I'm just like, huh? Huh, sis? Like, you said what? You didn't like her, you didn't like him, but when those people come around, like, they be all giddy, like best friends. And I just be like, can't even do it, boss. And also, who you associate yourself with is what everybody is going to think you are. So there's a clique at my school, well, I think at every school, and they associate those people as people that get around. And y'all know what I mean by getting around. Like, they out here, like, they're sleeping with a lot of people or whatever they may be doing. And, like, just because you talk to a lot of people doesn't mean, that doesn't make you a hoe. Like, that's just it's a misconception. But for me, honestly, like, I feel like even talking to one person at a time, like, I used to feel bad about that, because I'm like, dang, I should be giving this person my, like, undivided attention, because I want the same thing to happen for me. But also, do not be talking to all of these people on your campus. It's okay to get to know people, but don't be talking to the people on the same level. Like, everybody that you meet, or you just getting everybody your number. Like, you really just need to observe people and see how they're going to act before you, like, start trying to associate yourself in that. That goes back to what I said. Who you associate yourself with is what the people on the campus are going to deem you as. And not saying that, you know, you should care about what people think, but honestly, we know words hurt. So if you hanging out with people that aren't about anything, people are going to assume that you're not about anything yourself. So that's just not, like, a name that you want to have for yourself. Another thing that I learned, please do not go to the bookstore and buy all of these books, because 9 times out of 10, like, I feel like you're not going to need them. And this girl told us my first semester in psychology, she was like, y'all don't have to buy that book. Like, y'all don't have to buy none of your books. And we just looking at her like, girl, this is college. What you mean we don't need our books? Like, what? This is college. Like, in high school, you're going to need your books. So this is college. Why don't we need our books? So honestly, I only ended up, like, needing 1 or 2 of the books that I bought. And also, like I said, the bookstore is high as F. Like, this semester that just passed, I learned to go on Chegg and Amazon. I got like 3 books for like $93. But it turns out that I didn't even, like, I needed 1 of those books. Like, I didn't even need those books. So the money that I wasted, I could have spent on something else. So I would highly advise y'all to talk to somebody who's already taking the class and just ask them, you know, did you guys use the book, or did you need the book? like, so yeah, ask them did they need the book, and if they still have the book, maybe they'll let you buy it for a cheaper price. What I learned is that the teachers are not going to baby you. Like, this is not high school. Your teacher's not going to be reminding you every day, okay, class, remember you have so-and-so due on whatever, or like, see how far y'all are going. It just depends on your teachers. But honestly, most of the professors are not going to care. They're not going to be reminding you. They're not going to be making sure that you have stuff done. So I highly advise y'all what I did the last semester. Well, I think I started the first semester because I was going to class and stuff would be due like the next day, and I'm like, where did this come from? The teacher didn't tell me this. So what I did was I started going through my syllabus, and I would just like, I started scheduling out my month. So whatever was due, I would try to get everything done 2 days ahead of that. Now, I'm not always saying that I did do that, but I tried to have everything done like 2 days in advance. And honestly, sometimes I did cram, especially with my Spanish work. Like, y'all, I don't know what my dog has going on, but I'm just gonna keep going because he's not gonna stop the show. So that, also another tip that I have is it's okay to have fun. Like my first semester, I probably went to like 2 parties because honestly, I'm not a party person. But my second semester, I clicked up with some of my, now they're my closest friends. So yeah, I went to more parties the semester that just passed, and my grades went up. I'm not correlating me going to parties by getting higher grades, but what I'm saying is you need to make sure that you take time out for you. Like, it's okay to have fun. Just make sure that you have a healthy balance. Don't just be in your room all day and all you doing is studying. You're not doing nothing. You're not going to work out. You're not engaging with the people on campus. You're not doing anything. Like, you're just heading your books. Like, yes. But for me, my thing was, okay, if I know my work is done, then I can go out. But if my work is not done and I know it's due the next day or it's due at 12 o'clock, I'm not about to be out at a party, or I'm not finna go out with my friends and I know I have stuff to do. Like, no, remember, you didn't come to college to make friends, honey. You came to get your education. So make sure that your work, like, that's just your top priority. And so my next tip is, do not be afraid to get a tutor. Honestly, having a tutor saved my life. Like, for me, I've never been good at math, but in high school, as long as you got the work done, most of them do not care if it's right. Like, they're just going to give you a 100. But in college, like, you have to work for everything. Nobody's just handing you out grades. And even if you feel like you did a good job on something, you might make a 50 on it. And I'm like, I put in all this work, and I got a 50. Like, that's how I felt with my first semester in my English class, when I was just writing all these papers. And I know English is like one of the subjects that I'm good at, especially writing. So it's like sometimes in college you just have to take an L and you can't cry about it. Like, you can't spend a lot of time crying about it. It's just like, well, oh well, felt that, keep going. I'll push harder next time. Like, you cannot beat yourself up over things that do not go right. And also, if you didn't prepare for it, what's your point in crying about it? Like, if you know you didn't study and you failed this test, okay, what you being sad about it for? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that's just that on that. Also, another tip that I learned is to live within your means. Like, I mean, I already knew this, but college really humbles you. Like, college, like, we really be broke. It's college. Some people eat, or like, I probably ate noodles like twice. So I feel like it just depends on who you are. But I also had an unlimited meal plan. But this semester, I'm probably eating more noodles. But anyway, like I said, live within your means. It is okay to, like, you need to have a balance. It's okay to miss out on the fun, though. Like, you don't need to be on every scene. You don't have to be loud and doing all this. Like, no, when you're cute or when you're handsome, people are going to notice you without you having to do all that. But like I said, live within your means. If you know you cannot afford it, do not get it. If you know that you're not going to pay those credit card loans back, do not get the credit card. Like, it's okay. Some people are just more fortunate than each other, but you're going to school. So you're trying to get to where you want to be, but don't let people make you feel like, you know, you're less than or whatever. Like, y'all are going to the same school, so whether or not if they have a little money or whatever, okay, we're still going to the same school, so we're still afforded the same opportunity. And y'all, Another thing I learned, some people don't have home training. Like, I mean, I've noticed that in my whole life, but college really, like, it really wakes you up. It exposes you, because you have some people and you go in their room is filthy, or somebody telling their business. Y'all make sure y'all clean up y'all room. Take out your trash. Ladies, don't leave your sanitary napkins everywhere. Boys, please clean. Young kings, young men, please clean up. Y'all aren't exempt from not having a clean. But back to my point about getting a tutor. So yeah, me getting a math tutor, it honestly saved my GPA, because if I did not get a math tutor, I would have failed that math class. Like, I would have failed it. There's no way that I made it out. That tutor and God, they work some magic. And also, C's get degrees. I'm not telling y'all to shoot for C's, because I've always been the type of student, like, I used to cry about B's. And y'all like, a B, sis? You pass? Yeah, I passed, but like, I'm so used to being a straight A student, because like the work was pretty much easy. But like I said, in college, nothing is handed to you. Like, you have to work for everything. So I made my first C the first semester. It was in math, but hey, I passed. So without that tutor, baby, I probably would have had a D or F or whatever. But yeah, please do not be afraid to ask for help, because nobody is perfect. We all have something that we're not good at. And for me, it was math. For you, it might be reading, or it might be science, social studies. I don't know, whatever it is. But just know that the help is already on the campus. It's free. It's coming out your tuition, basically. You might as well go get it. I mean, who cares what people are thinking, because you're going to be passing the class because you got a tutor, and they're just going to be looking crazy. So don't be worried about what other people are thinking. Please get you a tutor if you are failing, or you feel like you're going to fail. Even if you're not failing and you have a B, you want to get to an A, maybe somebody else can help. Also, I really learned that some people don't have home training. And I mean, this is something that I've always known. I feel like you can tell, like, that people don't have home training, like how they act in public or whatever. But college really, like, it really exposes you to the fact that these people do not have any home training. People's rooms, not everybody, but a lot of people's rooms are filthy. These people don't clean up. Like, they don't clean up. They might straighten up, but they're not sanitizing things down. They got stuff everywhere, clothes everywhere. They have snacks. They have old food, dirty laundry. They don't wash their clothes. Like, it's just a lot of things that people, like, really get to know your roommate. Or also, if you come in and your friend is your roommate, y'all might not leave out being friends, because once you roommate with somebody, you really learn who that person is. And you might think that you have a good friend, or you might think, you know, oh, my friend is clean because their house at home was clean. But some people, when their parents aren't around, they just get buck wild. When I say buck wild, I mean buck wild, like they're just dirty, or they might just be, they maybe not have freedom, so they just decide they want to go do this and do that with their body. I'm not going to get, you know, too into it. But yeah, also people will walk in your room and they will not say hello. Like, I don't know who raised y'all and why y'all don't feel the need. That's just like when you walk into somebody's house, you need to speak. I don't care if I walk into your room. I don't particularly care for you. But if your roommate is my friend, okay, you know, hey, how y'all doing or whatever. But if you walk into my room, I should not have to speak to you first. You should speak when you come through. Like, there's just no negotiation within it. And I don't know why people don't do it, because that's rude. Like, it's not just who you're going to visit's room, it's also the other person's room. So even if you don't care for that person, okay, you know, hey, how you doing, or whatever, and that just be that. Or you can just say, hey, you ain't gotta ask them how they're doing, you probably really don't care anyway. But I mean, just treat people how you would want them to treat you, because that is so annoying. Somebody come in your room and they don't say, you know, hey, or something like that. Also, this is stuff that somebody shouldn't have to tell y'all, but thank you and you're welcome. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I know everybody wasn't raised like the same way, but still, like, that will really take you a long way. If somebody notices that you are polite, they're going to be more open to do things for you. That's just like with your teachers. If you're showing them respect, or you're answering, or if you have a problem, you're asking the teacher, like, they might be willing to help your grade a little bit. Honestly, just most of the teachers are really cool, so just developing like a little relationship with them can really like save you in the long run. If you're not as good in their class, but they notice that you're trying, like, all it takes is effort. That's what people like. That's the best thing, your effort. It's not what you say, it's your effort, your actions. Your actions tell you everything. Like, they're gonna tell everything that somebody needs to know about you. If you're not trying, why would somebody try to help you and you're not even trying to help yourself? Like, how does that work? I also learned to take time out for yourself. Like I said, don't just be consumed into your work, but also make sure that you take time out for God, because when you're away from home, if you're just used to like being forced to go to church with your parents or whoever, like, once you go to church, a lot of people, once you go to school, a lot of people just like neglect their relationship with God. And I feel like you really need to find a church or whatever that you might do. Just make sure that you keep your relationship strong, because the God that brought you to college is also going to get you through college. So you can't just be out here trying to move without God. I realize that if I'm not putting God first, or I'm not taking the time out for God that I need to, like, God is just, he's gonna wake you up. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna wake you up, and you're gonna be forced to strengthen your faith in God. Like, for me, when I get out the bed in the morning, the first thing that I do is I show my gratitude towards God, because God, like, before I pick up my phone, God is the reason for everything. Y'all know I'm gonna plug God in on every video, because you need God. That's the plug, the real plug. It's God. But yeah, y'all make sure that y'all take the time out for yourself, your personal relationship with God. Make sure that you focus on your mental health, because that is so important. You can look good on the outside, but if inside you're empty, like, it's not gonna work. Your looks can only get you so far. Like, your mindset is really, really, really what matters. And also, if you feel like you're going through a tough time, it is okay to go seek counseling. I know in the black community, in the black community, we feel like if we go see somebody, something's wrong with us, or, we shouldn't be feeling like this. Everybody is going to go through a tough time, and college can honestly depress you. It can stress you the heck out to the point where you just feel like there's no return. But once again, it's all in like how you deal with your maintenance, your mindset. But also, do not procrastinate, because the more that when I was procrastinating stuff, I would feel so stressed. Like, I would feel really stressed, and it wasn't worth it. Like, stress can kill you. You do not want to stress yourself out, especially over things that you cannot control. Like I said, the whole not stressing yourself out over if you fail something or something like that. If you did everything in your power to pass, or you did what you had to do, you thought you did the assignment correctly, and you still failed, like, it's okay. Just take that L. In college, you got to learn how to deal with the L's and bounce back. You can't spend too much time moping around and feeling sorry for yourself, because that's just not gonna work, honey. It's not. Also, when I went off to college, all these people that you thinking, okay, I'm gonna keep in touch with them once I go to school, a lot of those people, I wouldn't even say it's not that they're your real friends, but now it's like, okay, we're grown. We don't have the same time that we once had to talk all day, but also you make time for what you want. So don't let somebody try to play you like, oh, I don't have enough time. If somebody really cares about you, like, even if it's just a daily text, like, I'm just thinking about you, or how did school go, or a little FaceTime call, like, you make time for what you want. You really have to learn how to manage your time in college, because if you do not learn how to manage it, you are not going to be successful. And I highly suggest y'all not to cram, because no. You staying up late, like, you're probably not going to remember the information. Everybody learns differently, but I just know for me, I cannot cram. Like, I need to give myself months or weeks, like however amount of time it is, to learn that material. I can't just pull an all-nighter and expect myself to remember this. Like, I didn't pull an all-nighter not once my first year of college, and I don't plan on pulling one this year, but I mean, we'll see. But like I said, I don't feel like it's not worth it. Like, your sleep and all that, that's the most important thing. Make sure that you're resting enough. Make sure that you're staying hydrated. Also, please do not neglect your physical health. Like, make sure that you get in some exercise. And I know it's easy to go off to college and just forget about working out and all that stuff, and then you gain that freshman 15. I gained my freshman 12. But I knocked it off. But the thing about that is, I didn't understand. I'm like, okay, I am eating a little, maybe a lot worse, but I'm still working out. So, sis, how am I gaining this weight? But some of mine was muscle too, because like I said, I was in the gym working out, but you know, still gained some weight. So just try not to eat too bad. Remember, you know, while you're there. But yeah, y'all, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys are going to find some of these tips useful. I hope you guys have a very productive school year. If this is your first time going to college, take advantage of it. I mean, it's an opportunity, but also remember, college is not for everybody. I'm not trying to detour anybody, but you can be successful without going to college. But what I'm trying to pursue in life, I have to go to college. So, you know. But anyway, I hope you guys found this video interesting. If you guys want me to do like more college videos, or like, I think I'm going to do a video about my studying technique, comment below. Let me know all that stuff. But y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, you know, do all that good stuff, and let your girl know, you know, what you want to say.
All day, I'm catching plays. Speak for itself, so it ain't much to say. Please, if you fake, then just stay out the way.